Start of day 4, and I'm actually up on time today, 7 AM, and the town's just come to life. And today's the start of my off-road adventure. Gracias, ciao. I've got about 3k on the road, and then I can pick a track up that goes over the mountains. Hola!
Yes, bien!
And it's going to be steep, and I'm going to end up pushing the bike because some of the climbs are over 10% on track, which with the weight on the back ain't going to happen. But here we go, another beautiful day. I've now left the main track and I'm onto the dirt, and I'm just winding my way up, and I keep going up. I've got about another 500 meters climb, and then I'll drop down, and then I've got another climb to the village of Toche, where I'll stop for lunch. But the trees here don't, they give me loads of shade, which is amazing. So the last 2 days I've just been stuck in the sun, and I'm getting redder and redder. But beautiful here. And I've passed the odd farmer and truck bringing coffee, because this is the start of coffee region, and the odd motorbike. The trees here though, because it's in the clouds, and if you can see, they all have this beard hanging off them. I'll see if I can zoom in. Which looks amazing. Right, I'm going to get on, up, and away. My camera's not good enough to get in the scale of these mountains. They are huge. Look at this. Not a bad way to spend the day, eh? Not a bad way. That mountain in the distance, which is covered by clouds, is La Linea, which I'm going over, hopefully. I might be pushing the bike over there, to be fair, but it's beautiful. I've got a couple of friends. And this crop in front of me is the coffee, which is grown up the vines, and it's flowering. I've arrived in the village of Toche, where I'm going to stop to get some lunch. And I should have been here last night, and it'd been amazing if I could have got here, but because the road was closed, I couldn't get here. And then I've got, I think about 1800 meters, so I'll drop down now, and so I think I've got 1600 meter climb, 15 or 1600, which is over this mountain up here in front. Somewhere up in the clouds is where I will find the top of La Linea, and then I've got a lovely 20k descent straight down into Salento, where hopefully I'll make tonight. But I'm going to stop here and get some lunch, And there's my trusty little bike, still really doing well, which is I haven't got the back panniers on because I don't need them, because I haven't got no camping stuff. And here's lunch today. Bueno, gracias.
¿Desea tinto o café de leche?
Tinto,
¿Tinto
por
solo?
favor. Sí, sí, solo.
Un tinto solo.
And this is the kitchen,
Sí, señor.
la cocina.
Sí, estamos arreglando, acomodando para dar mejor atención en la cocina.
Ah, sí,
Sí,
sí.
porque era muy pequeñita, entonces la estamos cuadrando para que entonces nos tocó cocinar en el patio.
Ah.
Afuera, pero están cuadrando cocina y todo.
So at the moment the kitchen's outside, but what they're doing, they're building to put it inside, because obviously at the moment it's a shack. And when it rains the fridge gets wet. But soon, development, and it will be inside. It looks like they're doing a lot of work in the village. There's a lot of building work going on, so I think it's trying to get it as a tourist centre. But for the moment, this is where I'm going to get my lunch from. And this is my lunch, which is arroz con huevos. Down at the bottom of the village, which is down here, there's a river running through all the way down the valley, and this is what has created the valley. But to build, what they do, they will go down to the river and they will block off the flow so they can get mud, and then they bring up stones which they'll use to build the roads. But all the material comes out the river, and what they do, they stick onto the horses. So this is the sacks, and this is the silt from the river, and then that's how they build. So this guy's job, he has a train of horses, and the one at the front is blindfolded, so it doesn't move, because when they're going everything's tied to it. But this is how you build in the countryside. Not only do they get their water from the river, but they get all their building materials from the river. Absolutely amazing. There's something amazing about the sound of water, and thankfully there's a bridge, because that water's flowing a bit too fast for me to get across my bike. I just met a farmer though, and he said there's trout as big as your arm in this one. Well, half your arm up to his elbow, but that'd be still a big trout. Luckily I've just had something to eat, otherwise I might stop for a fish. But yeah, and so I've been following this valley, and now I'm up over here. And I've got about a 20-kilometre climb to the top of La Linea, and then a 25-kilometre descent all the way down to Salento. And people just keep laughing at me when I tell them I'm going to go over on my bike. So I think it's going to be hard, but when I get to the top, I wish I had a bottle of champagne with me, but I don't. It's going to be amazing. Right, see you on the way or at the top. Somewhere up here in the clouds. The view, honestly, anywhere in the world does not get much better than this. Take a look. Is that not just magnificent? Simply stunning, eh? Simply stunning. And all along the valley where the ridges are is coffee. So they're growing coffee and they're flowering. So these are the coffee plantations, which makes the light green pattern lovely. But that view is worth it. If I had a tent, I might camp. These trees that you see on the hillside here, these are the tall palms, which Colombia is famous for. And they have red fruit on them, but I have no idea what it is. But the whole skyline now is these palm trees. And that, in the distance, where the clouds are touching the top, is my destination. It's getting closer. I can't quite touch it yet, but it's getting there. Right, I'm going to carry on. It's going to get dark in about an hour, and I want to be over the top. Once I get over the top, I've got about 20k descent, which I don't mind doing in the dark. It's got lights, but I want to get over the top in daylight. Right. Let's get up there. Looks a long way away though, doesn't it? I've just crossed over the peak. So this is Armenia, and over this side of the hill is Ibagué, the provinces of. And it's clear as a bell there, but here the clouds are filling the valleys and looks amazing as it rises. And I've got about 20 minutes of daylight and I've got an hour's descent. So the last bit's going to be in the dark to Salento. But it's all downhill from here. And that, without doubt, is the hardest ride I've ever done on my bike. It was brutal. Some of the climbs are over like 10%. And on a loaded touring bike, that's nasty. But look at this though. Look at that. Above the clouds. And that's it. This is Alto La Linea, 3,300 meters. And now I've got a beautiful descent for 20 kilometers down to a nice warm shower because it is cold. I've got my rain jacket on. It's not raining, it's just freezing. Right, last look at the clouds and I'm gone. Look at that. Well, after 3 days in the mountains, Salento's a bit of a shock to the system. A great shock though, so it's just like party town central. This is the start of the Christmas holidays for most people. And it's Saturday night, and what else is there to do but we're in Colombia, go dancing. I'm going to go get some food and then I'll probably be joining them.